Be doing a reading for the chosen ones. My name is Nakia. Welcome to my channel. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. Now, there's a 99.9% chance there's a message here for you. Okay, so we're gonna get right into the reading. See what's going on. It's very serious tonight. It's always serious, actually. Okay. So there's a lot of things that's going on right now with you and the stage that you're in, the chosen ones. Okay. First thing first. First things first. You're going through a spiritual awakening. This could be a rough one. Okay. Not all spiritual awakenings are rainbows and sunshine. Okay. This could be a rough one that you're going through. Okay. You could have experienced a loss, or you're going through an ego death, and that's the loss that you're experiencing. Okay, you're experiencing and you're releasing the ego at this time. So you could be going through a spiritual awakening. It's a very rough spiritual awakening at this time because there's a lot of releasing. There's a lot of letting go. You're letting go of something. You're letting go of an old concept, an old way of thinking, an old way of being, a lifestyle, people, places, and things. But you're going through a spiritual awakening. It's very rough right now at this time. You're being told to be resilient. Okay? Resilient while you're going through this spiritual awakening. Now, there could have been a tower moment too. It could have been a tower moment that triggered this spiritual awakening. And you're also going through a spiritual rebirth as well. Like I said, you're letting go. You're releasing some things. Not only that, there needs to be some type of heart cleansing too. You need to open up your heart chakra. At this time, you may need to do some yoga to open up the heart chakra. But you're going through an ego death. You're going through a spiritual rebirth. You could be someone that has a lot of tattoos. You can be someone that is actually communicating with your spiritual team at this time, or they're trying to communicate with you. You're being told to cleanse your space at this time as well. Cleanse your environment, cleanse the people that are around you. When I say cleanse the people that are around you, I mean separate yourself right now while you're going through this spiritual awakening, because this is a very important spiritual awakening. Yes. So yeah, cleanse your space, cleanse your energy field, cleanse your temple at this time. You could be going through a detox, an emotional detox. You got some scars. You got some bruises, some scars. Yeah. So you've been through the ringer. You've been through the ringer. And I feel like you are feeling like enough is enough. But you're being told to be resilient when it comes to whatever phase or transition that you are going through right now in this life. The number 9, 30, 24, and 28 can be of significance to you. You could be dealing with something with your legacy as well. You may be walking away from family members. You may be releasing yourself and going a different route, following a different path when it comes to life. Not only that, you could be someone that studies the stars, or you're gravitating towards studying the star system. You could be a star seed. You're being told to connect with star energy at this time so you can get guidance while you're going through this transition. You could also be someone that can see. You have the gift of sight. And there's going to also be a soul activation too. That's why it's so difficult. That's why this spiritual awakening is very difficult, because you have to let go of a lot of things. You have to release a lot of things. You have to open up your mind at this time as well. Your third eye could be opening too. You could be seeing geometrical shapes at this time. And you're about to tap into some of your spiritual gifts as well. And you're about to find your purpose. So that's good. That's good. I've been picking up this energy tonight that a lot of chosen ones are coming into the realization of self. And tapping into their spiritual gifts. You could have the gift of sight. You also are someone that is going to integrate with your higher self too. Now, you have multiple paths that you can go on because you have multiple spiritual gifts. So choose the one that your soul is calling you to go on. So with the soul activation card, and then you also have the soul recall card, I feel like you're coming into the realization of self. You are integrating with your higher self, and you're also coming into the realization of self. You're going through a major awakening, a major spiritual awakening, where this awakening is going to give you clarity, is going to give you direction. You no longer have to search outside of self. You no longer have to search for validation, direction on which where you're going to go. Your higher self is going to lead you and show you and guide you as well. You're being told to be resilient with the sacred endurance card and the resilience card. You're being told to endure this. This could be a very difficult time for you. Again, you're going through an ego death. You're getting into divine alignment. You're getting into divine alignment. You're getting into divine alignment, and there's a divine flow, a divine presence that's around you right now. I feel like you need to get into silence at this time. Spend about 15 minutes a day in silence. 15 minutes a day in silence. And you're being told also to allow your life to unflow, to release control when it comes to your life, when it comes to how you want things to go. Okay. Sometimes what we wanted to, the way we wanted to go, it doesn't work out that way. Our higher self knows what's best for us. Our higher self knows where we're meant to go. So you need to integrate with your higher self and let your higher self lead you and guide you. You're also going through a remembrance phase. Again, you're remembering who you are as a soul. Yeah, you sure is. Yeah, you're going through an identity awakening. An identity awakening. And that's the reason why you have to release the ego at this time. You could be a grid worker. You could be called into service, okay? You can be called into service. You're being called, okay? But before you can answer the call, you have to go through different stages. You have to go through different phases and transitions. And this is one of the most difficult transitions or phases that you're going to have to go through, because it's releasing the ego so you can have a spiritual rebirth, so you can go into the period where you're going to wake up to self, remember who you were as a soul, remember who you were before this life transpired. And then at that point, you're going to integrate with your higher self. And when you integrate with your higher self is going to lead and guide you. There's going to be no need to control the outcome of certain situations, because your higher self is going to lead and guide you, because your higher self knows your purpose. Your higher self knows what path that you're meant to go down. Okay. You could be a grid worker, someone that is called into service. Jesus was a grid worker. Yeah. Like I said, you're being called into sacred silence. At this point in time, you need to be silent. Okay? You need to be silent. And you also need to have courage too. You need to have courage at this time, because there's a lot of resetting that is going on within the mind, within the body. If you're someone that has been sick or fatigued lately, or just things are going on with your body, there's going to be a healing. There's going to be a renewal. You're being told to rest. There's going to be a replenish. You could be a spiritual warrior as well. You have divine favor upon you, upon your life, upon your purpose as well. So go into silence at this point in time, because when you're going to silence, you're going to be receiving some messages. You're going to be receiving some messages, some divine messages with the divine messenger card. You're going to be receiving some divine messages, some communications from your spirit team, some insight. Okay. some words of wisdom that carries power. Pay attention to your dreams. Get a dream journal at this time because a lot of stuff is going to be revealed to you in your dreams. And then with the born in the fire card, I feel like you have gone through a lot in this lifetime. Like I said, you got a lot of wounds. You got a lot of scars right now. Okay, you accumulated a lot of wounds, a lot of scarring. That could have been something dealing with the heart. Someone could have broke your heart, or you could have lost someone, or you could have released someone, or this is a painful transition right now because you have to do a lot of releasing. But at this time, again, you're being told to go into silence. You're being told to go into hermit mode with the sacred loneliness card that is coming out. Because you need to get into alignment. You need to get into the alignment right now so the spirit, the Holy Spirit can flow through you. So you can connect with the Holy Spirit and so the Holy Spirit can talk to you. So you can be one with the Holy Spirit and also be one with your higher self. Yeah, that's what's going on at this time. That's what's going on. That's what's going on with you at this time. Okay, let's see. Let's see what your soul path is. Let's see what your soul path is at this time. I'm going to calm down because I get excited. I get so excited. I get so excited. Although I know that it's not easy going through these different phases. I know that it's not easy to go through an ego death. I know it's not easy to go through a spiritual awakening. I get excited for the chosen ones because I know that once you go through this and also once you walk through this and come out on the other side, unstoppable. So again, you are a legacy carrier. This is one of the reasons why you could be walking away from your family and becoming the black sheep of the family and doing something different when it comes to your bloodline, because you're meant to have an impact. You're meant to change things up within your bloodline, within your family. You could be a spiritual warrior as well. Now, whatever it is that you're being called to do, as far as your divine purpose is concerned, it is something that is going to be of influence. You're going to influence a lot of people. Not only that, whatever work that you do is going to outlive you, if that makes sense. So if it's speaking, teaching, healing, whatever it is that you're going to create, whatever it is that you're going to do in the spirit, generations after generations is going to use that wisdom, is going to use that teaching, is going to use whatever impact that you have or influence that you're going to have for years to come, for centuries to come. Yeah. So you're also a timeline stabilizer. So at this time, there needs to be balance within you, okay? By you being a timeline stabilizer, there also needs to be balance within you, right? Because you're the stabilizer. So at this point in time, you're being told to balance out your energy centers, your chakra centers. You're also being told to balance out your divine masculine and divine feminine energy within you, because you're going to be someone that could probably help people balance out different timelines. Like if they're going through spiritual awakenings, if they're going through ego deaths, you're going to be that person that, kind of like guide them through that, or even just stabilize their energy. Okay. Calm them down. Again, because all spiritual awakenings are not fun. Okay. They're not rainbows. Not all of them. You could be an earth angel. Earth angel. An angel that was reincarnated down here on this earth. Now, with the communication card, the divine communication card, you could be connecting with angels. Your frequency is going to have to go into a higher plateau to connect with your angel team, your archangels and the angel team, because you're an earth angel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you need to elevate your frequency at this time while you're in silence, while you're in hermit mode. So there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do. Mm-hmm. And that's why you're being told to be resilient at this time. That's why you're being told to be resilient. And this lifetime, you're going to complete your divine assignment as well. You're going to spring into action. After you come out of this spiritual awakening, this ego death, this spiritual rebirth, you're going to know exactly who you are as a soul. You're going to integrate with your higher self. You're going to let your higher self lead and guide you. And then you're going to take action on your divine purpose. You're going to answer the call. You're going to answer your calling. And you're going to walk forth in your calling, and you're going to complete your divine assignment, is what I'm seeing here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So while you're in silence, you're going to be breaking free from illusions. You're going to be breaking free from doubts. You're going to be clearing your mind. You're going to be healing your body. You're going to be balancing out your energy centers. You're going to be balancing out your divine masculine and divine feminine energy within you. And then at that point in time, you're going to be walking forth in glory. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. Yeah. So you was betrayed. You was betrayed by someone. Could have been a love interest that you were betrayed by, but there will be restoration. There will be healing when it comes to the situation. This could have triggered this spiritual awakening. Yeah, you're being told to have courage at this time. You're also being told if this was a love interest, and you have been single for a long time after this breakup or after this heartache and pain or this betrayal, you're going to have a divine union. You're going to find love. Yeah. You're going to have a divine union. It's going to come. You're going to have to walk in your purpose first, because when you walk in your purpose, that's when you're going to meet this person again. You need to be on the defense. You need to cleanse your space. You need to cleanse your energy. You need to separate yourself. Okay. Protect your energy, protect your space, protect your surroundings, especially while you're going through this spiritual awakening. Let me see if I can get some more messages here. Let me get some spirit animal messages, and then I'm going to close this reading out. As you can see, my readings are not that long. It is what it is. Okay. Okay. So this spiritual awakening, like I said, it's a very significant spiritual awakening. One of the toughest spiritual awakenings you're going to ever come through and walk through. And that's why, again, you're being told to have resilience, because this is going to be self-mastery. This is going to free you with the ego card that is coming out. The spirit animal of the ego, look that up, is like you're going to see beyond the past. You're going to see beyond your circumstances. Again, you're going to be divinely guided by your higher self as well. And whatever wisdom that you're going to be receiving from your spirit team, which is angels, because you're an earth angel, and also a grid worker, and a timeline stabilizer. So I could be talking to 3 different groups of chosen ones. But this wisdom that you're going to be tapping into, you're going to be using this wisdom. You're going to put a spin on it. And you're going to use that wisdom to teach, heal, or speak upon a spiritual concept that is going to outlive you. And this is where your abundance is going to come from. This is where your abundance is going to come from. So if you're someone that's been worrying about finances, worrying about your money, abundance is going to come your way. When you walk in your divine purpose, abundance, prosperity comes. That's a given. That's a given. How it comes, it's not our place to know that. It's not our place to know that, but it comes. You're well taken care of when you answer the call. hmm So when you go through these storms in life, because please don't think that once you answer the call and walk in your divine assignment, that everything is peaches and cream. No. Then there's spiritual warfare. Then there's people that are sent your way, whether that be love, family, co-workers, where you have to go through spiritual warfare. And when you go through these different spiritual warfare, these spiritual tests or these storms in life, you're someone that is going to walk through these storms because you have mastered self. You know who you are as a soul once you come out of this spiritual awakening. Now, I'm talking in future tense here. I'm talking in future tense, but you can also be going through it right now in the beginning stages of this spiritual awakening. There will be happiness. You will be happy. Release any expectations that you may have as far as being a chosen one, as far as prosperity, as far as abundance. Release control. Release doubt as well. hmm But your spirit team, they got you. Your higher self know the way. Your higher self know the way. So you're being told to surrender. Surrender. Surrender to the will of the Most High at this point in time.